welcome to the Sew Essential vlog. I'm here today with our latest pattern releases. So we've had a new look release, a quick sew release, and lots of indie patterns added to the site in the last month. This is something that I do every month to keep you bang up to date with what's happening in the sewing world. All of the patterns I mentioned today are available on our site, and the link to our site's below. And I'll also be making suggestions of fabrics I think would work well with the patterns as well, just to get those creative juices flowing. So without further ado, I'll crack on and start going through the gorgeous new patterns that we've added to the site recently. So the first one I want to talk to you about is the Sirover Meredith dress. So this is a wrap dress, jersey fabric, and this was released by Sirover in the last couple of weeks. Now it is a replacement or an update on their ultimate wrap dress. And there's a few differences. There's some lovely shoulder panels with a bit of gathering, which is a bit of a sort of trademark of quite a lot of the Sew Over It dress patterns, I think. I really like the kit as a feature. I think it just adds something different. I think the gathers at the shoulders are quite flattering on the bust as well. It's also got a neckband which finishes the raw edges and prevents any gaping, which can be a problem with wrap dresses, as we all know. So that's a really nice feature of it. And yeah, it's just really, you know, a classic wrap dress with a few twists. I saw one of the girls who went to our event, the Stitch Room Social at Loughborough University, Heather. Hello Heather, if you're watching. She had this dress on at the event and it looked gorgeous. I thought it was a really lovely wrap dress, and she said she was very pleased with it. She makes a lot of clothes as well, so she's very experienced. So if she liked it, it's got to be a goodie. In terms of sizes, the bust starts at 33 inches and goes up to a 45. The waist starts at 26 inches and goes up to 38. And the hip starts at 36 inches and goes up to 48. And the fabric that I would suggest to pair that with is this lovely Portia fabric by John Caldor, which is a nice drapey jersey fabric. It's got like almost like a silky sort of handle to it, and it's got these lovely little black and white polka dots on it, and then these pretty yellow flowers, and I thought that would work really well. It's a two-way jersey, stretch jersey, so it's got plenty of stretch in it, and you can just see it's got some nice drape and movement in it as well. And I've made things in Portia before, and I've never ever been disappointed. It's a really lovely fabric to work with, so I highly recommend that as well. And then the next pattern I wanted to share with you is Jarly 3911. So Jarly have actually done a big pattern release recently. I think there were 12 new patterns that they released, all of which are now available on our site. And I just picked out my favourite, which is the Michelle tank and dress pattern. As usual, this comes in 28 sizes, so it goes right down to children's sizes and then all the way through the women's sizes, which start at 33 inches and go up to 51 inches. The waist goes from a 27 up to a 44, and the hips go from a 36 to a 54, so a really good range of sizes there, plus the children's sizes as well. And I really like this pattern. Somebody asked the other week about an alternative to the Ogden cami because it wasn't really their sort of thing, and I thought this might be a suitable alternative. It's still got the V-neck at the front, but it's got thicker straps, which I know some people really like because some people don't want to have bra straps on display. So that I thought could work very well. It's got a V at the back as well. But I mean, you can always alter the neckline if you wanted to, but I quite like that feature at the back, having a V at the back as well. And then the dress has got the same neckline and then a gathered skirt, so it's a nice casual, easy to chuck on dress. I think I would get a lot of wear out of that in the summer. We've got a lovely dandelion viscose fabric that I think would make a really nice dress version, but for the cami version I thought that this John Caldor Peas Blossom fabric in orange would make a really pretty summer top that I think would set off a pair of indigo or mid blue jeans really well. If you wore some sort of chunky tan leather wedges or something with it, I think that would look like a really nice outfit for the summer, but be nice and casual and comfortable and easy to wear. So yeah, I think this one might be getting bumped up my to sew list pretty quickly. The next pattern I wanted to talk to you about was one from Cashmere, and I was really excited when I saw this. I thought it was a really nice pattern, and again, one of the girls at the Stitch Room Social was working on this last week, so I'm excited to see her version. If you're watching, Cara, hello. It's called the Holyoke Maxi Dress and Skirt. So the skirt is a button down front, and it's, let me just read about this. So the maxi length skirt, and it's got princess seams at the front and the back, so that's going to help you with the fit. It's also got like a little split down the front as well, a little slit down the front. The buttons don't go all the way to the bottom. I guess that would be down to personal choice, but I think it looks really nice the way they've suggested. And then the dress is a maxi length, again princess seams at the front and back. And it's got thick enough straps that will cover your bra straps, so again that's another winner for a lot of people, I know. Quite like this almost sweetheart neckline on the dress as well. The fabrics that are suggested for this are light to mid-weight woven fabrics such as cotton lawns, linens or rayons. And it says you can use drapey fabrics for a flowy look, or you can use firmer fabrics for a more structured result. Personally, I think for some of the flowy ones would be really nice. The size ranges, I should say these patterns as well come with cup sizes, which is fantastic for anyone who has fitting issues in the bust. It comes from a cup size C up to an H, and the sizes range from a 40-inch bust up to a 56-inch bust. The waist ranges from a 32 to a 48, and the hip ranges from a 42 to a 58. So a really good range of sizes in there. And the fabric that I chose, I would make, I think, the maxi skirt version in this beautiful John Caldor linen and viscose mix. It's called Salso. It's super sexy, it's super drapey. I think the monochrome design's just gorgeous, and my good friend Anne from Loughborough University, she's the textiles tutor there, fell in love with this and has had to have some of this, and said she's making some trousers with it, and she's planning to pair like a burnt orange or bright orange top with it, which I thought, wow, what a great combo that would make. So I thought, I've pinched your idea, Anne, and I thought, yes, a skirt in this and then a nice burnt orange t-shirt or cami top would look lovely with that and set it off beautifully. The next pattern that I wanted to share with you is the Shelby Dress and Romper. So this is by True Bias Patterns. This is a really cool sort of summer dress. It's a button down front, it's got a V, both of those are winners in my book, and then it's got short sleeves. It's also got princess seams again, so you're going to be able to get a decent fit with that, which is great. And then it's got options for a shorter skirt length or a longer skirt length. And then it's also got a back tie as well, so that it draws you in at the waist. You tie it at the back. So there's a mini dress hitting mid-thigh, a longer dress that ends around the ankle, so that's like a maxi dress version. The rompers or play suits, as lots of people call them in the UK, give the illusion of being a dress, but with the coverage of a short or pant. So again, you can make it in a mid-thigh length or an ankle length romper or play suit, but the trouser legs are full enough that it actually looks like a skirt. So I guess it's kind of like what I would have called culottes in the 90s when I wore those. So I think it's a really fun pattern. I like the fact it's got the princess seams. I like the button down front and the V-neck. I like the tie at the back. I really like all of it. The size ranges from a 32-inch bust up to a 44.5-inch bust, 26-inch waist up to a 38.5-inch waist, and a 34 hip up to a 46.5-inch hip. So yeah, a really fun pattern with lots of nice features. They've gone for a plain on the packet, and you could go for that, or I also thought that it would look rather pretty in a nice floral as well, so I chose this John Caldor Hermione fabric, which you probably would need to line, it's worth mentioning that. But yeah, just a super pretty print in a gorgeous yellow colour, which is very, very on trend this season, and I just think it would make a really fun version of the Shelby dress. I would probably go for in that. And then on to the new look pattern release. So there's quite a few new patterns in the new look release, which you can find all in one place on our website. The pattern that I chose out was 6597, which is just a very simple t-shirt maxi dress. It also comes as a tank dress, and it's got short sleeves or long sleeves and a scoop neck. And I just thought, you know, this isn't the most sort of different design you'll ever see, you know, but this is the sort of thing that I need in my wardrobe and would wear all the time, but don't have in there because I'm a magpie and I just get drawn to all those fancy features, and you know, sometimes you just need those good old plain simple basics. And I thought for summer, the short sleeve version, I think I would get a lot of wear out of that with a nice, I'd like to make it in a plain fabric, wear like a nice statement pendant necklace, some pretty strappy sandals or wedges, and then possibly my denim jacket based on the weather that we've been having in the UK recently. So that's what I would want to go for. The sizes on this one go from a 32.5-inch bust up to a 44-inch bust, a 25-inch waist up to a 37-inch waist, and a 34.5-inch hip up to a 46-inch hip. And as I said, I would just be tempted with this one to just go for a good old classic like our navy cotton jersey, which is Cadiz, which is by John Caldor. I talk about this fairly frequently on the videos because it is just great for those wardrobe staples, those basics. You'll see if you look on our blog, which we'll put links to below, I've made quite a few things with this fabric, and it stands the test of time. It washes and wears beautifully, and it's a cotton jersey, so it's cool and comfortable for the summer as well. And yeah, I just think if I made a simple t-shirt dress in that and paired it with those accessories I was talking about, maybe like a nice big straw bag as well, I think that would be a real wardrobe winner for me for summer. So I need to get on and do it and stop talking about it. And then finally, Quixo also released some new patterns in the last month. We've added all of those to the site, they're all in one place, but the one that I picked out from the release was 4259, which is another jersey summer dress. It's a nice easy pattern, it's classed as one of their learn to sew patterns, so it should be very straightforward. Again, I just think this one's got some nice features. It's like a tank top, but it's got a racer back, which for me is always a winner. I love a racer back. I think it's just a really nice different feature to have on a dress. It's got a scoop neck at the front. It looks like it's finished with a binding round the neck, so that's kind of like, that's a nice way to finish the neckline in a jersey, I always think. It's got princess seams, so you can get a nice fit round your bust, and then there's options for a high-low hem or a maxi dress. The pattern sizes, body measurement sizes go from a 31.5-inch bust up to a 45-inch bust, 22.5-inch waist up to a 37-inch waist, and a 32.25-inch hip up to a 47-inch hip. So yeah, that's the range of sizes. I thought that a really nice, I mean, on the packet they've got a lovely plain version, and I think it would work really well in maybe our ritual fabric, because that's got quite a lot of drape to it and it's quite a silky sheeny sort of jersey fabric, so you can find that in a wide range of colours. on the site, but then they've also got a nice patterned version on the pattern packet, and I thought that this is another one of our John Caldor Porsche fabrics. I thought this one would work really well, and it's quite similar in the colours to the one that's on the packet, but yeah, I just thought this would make a really fun version of that dress as well. So I hope you've enjoyed my little roundup. As I said at the start of the video, everything I've mentioned today is available on our site, and the link to our site is below. You'll also find a link to our blog below. If you like what you see today, please like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.